And I'm back with more Persona 5 Royal. And you'll notice that I am on camera for the first time in like a month. And I'm also in a different chair. I was on a bouncy chair for a while, but I realized I was over the screen. So now I'm back on a traditional chair underneath the screen, and looking at the screen, I might have a little bit of an upward glare at the actual camera as I'm looking. I've done what I could to get it. Well, I want to get it, but again, it's been quite a while. So it's going to be an adjustment. I might have to set it a little lower to get me a little higher to get me up a little higher, but I also am sitting back in the chair a little bit to do that. But I'll get used to it, and I'll get over it. But hey, we're finally back in plot. I can finally do this and do it the way I want to, because today we're finished with all our stuff. We've done most of the confidant links that were open here. Futaba we still need to do, Sojiro would still need to do, but everybody else, Hifumi, Chihaya, they are done. We went through mementos. So, we're going to go to bed and hopefully talk with Okumura, or deal with the Okumura situation, now that that's been dealt with. Cords are messing up on my chair.
I guess that has to at least lift some of the burden on Haru's shoulders.
Okay, good.
Wait, where's Yusuke? If he's still asleep at this point, he's definitely going to be late for school.
Yeah.
I just remembered. You.
This is it.
Yes.
Yeah, Kiki sounds like a pointy thing, and a booba sounds like a boob, so I went with...
Nice going!
I'm sure booba had a different term in Japanese, but booba, round, I went with it. Anyway.
All right, that's it for today.
It's finally lunchtime. Man, I'm really in the mood for some bread today.
Hey, can I speak with you for a moment? So about Dr. Maruki's counseling, you've already gone to see him, right? I see. That's good then. I'm sure you're aware, but Dr. Maruki's term here will be ending pretty soon. The higher-ups told me to make sure you've received adequate counseling. Be sure to visit him so you don't bring any unwanted attention to yourself, okay?
I've already finished it.
Canceling it. But anyway, let's go get lunch. Bring on the bread!
Never seen somebody so excited for fucking bread.
Senpai, so nice to see you.
Oh! That's the first time seeing Kasumi since the Odaiba Stadium incident, where she awakened to a persona.
I've been doing quite well. Are you also about to eat lunch? If it's all right with you, would you mind eating together?
Yes!
Ah, how nice to see you two together.
Huh. Alright.
Oh, would you like to join us for lunch, Dr. Maruki? We were just discussing eating together.
Are you sure? Well, maybe I will tag along then.
That's fine.
Is that your lunch, Yoshizawa-san?
Yeah, that's about a third or a half larger than theirs. Dang.
doesn't really...
I have to eat this much to stay active. I always burn through everything I eat.
That being said, when she turns 30 or 35, she will have to cut down on that.
From my point of view, it's your 2 lunches that are the issue here. If you're going to strengthen your body, you have to eat right. You should really work on your diets.
I'm sorry, I decided to get a breakfast burrito instead of an oatmeal breakfast, so sue me.
Touche. And you're right, yours does look nutritious. You know, you seem to be giving off a different vibe lately.
Yes, I was able to put my problems in the past and move on.
Yes!
Ah, so that's what it is. You don't seem to be overexerting yourself either.
I'm sorry I had worried you.
Oh, not at all. It's wonderful to hear how you've been. I must admit, I'm a bit surprised. If you don't mind my asking, was there some kind of reason for this breakthrough?
Well, it's all thanks to him and his acquaintances. I suppose you could say they gave me a reason to rethink things. Or, more like, a reason to stand up to my problems. Isn't that right, Sim?
You should be grateful.
Stand up to your problems, eh?
What was that look for?
You've grown to be very strong, Yoshizawa-san.
Mm-hmm. I'm totally over it now. Sorry for talking so much. Why don't we focus on our lunches? Thanks for the food!
Yay!
Oh, I forgot. I have PE next. I should get going. Please excuse me.
She still does PE even though she's an athlete? Like, I mean, it's an extra workout, sure. But it's also like, that's gonna go against what she's already doing, unless she has a special exemption for it, which probably would. Because I would think that practices at an elite level would be anywhere from 3 to 4 hours, maybe somewhere give or take. Probably every day. PE sounds like something that's mandatory, but it's also like, yeah, just sit in a chair and meditate or something.
Yoshizawa-san really does seem to have found her footing. She seemed absolutely tormented about her situation just the other day.
Well, yeah, that vice principal didn't help.
I have to say, this drastic change has really knocked me for a loop. Perhaps the Phantom Thieves changed her heart? I was just joking. Looks like time's up. You should head back to class as well. See you around.
Huh. He's been giving those little looks lately. He said he was finishing his research. Huh. Well, whenever works, I suppose.
So you're the one who grew these, Senpai?
You can just call me Haru.
Yay!
Seasons are changing soon, so I thought it'd be nice for the plants to change as well. This time, it's a Yusuke Kitagawa production.
All I did was add some, how do I put it, aesthetic simplicity by balancing the color placement. Furthermore, Haru chose the flowers herself. It will surely be a great bed no matter the arrangement.
I'm looking forward to it.
Why don't we plant you, Mona?
Weren't you a shut-in until just recently? You'd better photosynthesize while you're here.
Those jokes are
Well, let's
dumb.
get started.
Those jokes were dumb.
Perhaps the Snapdragon should go 2 more millimeters to the left.
That's not gonna make a difference.
Hey, you know how we're thinking of the school festival as our celebration party? Anyone else think we should have a real celebration on top of that?
I must agree. It would be not only a celebration, but a welcoming as well.
Let's do it then. A joint party to celebrate and to welcome Haru.
Yay, I guess.
Oh, you don't have to do that. The school festival is more than enough.
How is everyone else supposed to get excited if the star of the party's not into it?
Well then, how about a night party at
Oh,
Destinyland?
A what? Huh? What? Do you know how expensive Disneyland is? Even I don't fucking know how expensive it is. I don't want to go.
By Destinyland, do you mean that Kingdom of Dreams?
It would be a bit late, but there are some plans that allow us to rent out the park for the night.
Yeah, for probably like $2,000 maybe for that many people.
The entire park? You're talking about the Destinyland, right?
The entire park. Make that 5,000.
Didn't you say you'd like to do something amongst ourselves?
How much money do you have, lady?
I did, but
Hold on, I'll go check.
Okay.
She really thinks like a celebrity.
Don't question. I mean, if Mitsuru from Persona 3 is any indication, don't question it.
The heck's she gonna check?
Guys, it looks like it will work.
That is unfair.
We're really gonna have it at Destinyland?
Yeah.
Not like one of the restaurants, but the entire park?
Even just for one night, the price is insane. Oh, that won't be a problem. We had originally booked it for a company party, then had to call it off because of the scandal. We'd barely get anything back if we cancel the reservation, so why not take advantage of it?
Yay, comp shit. I love it.
wouldn't that be oddly conspicuous, though?
It's still officially under the company's name. We needn't worry.
Wow.
In that case, let's do this. We'll just celebrate twice as hard today.
I'm sorry for disrupting everyone. You did come to help me after all.
So, seriously, how much does it cost? For real?
That was delicious.
Yay, Destinyland. Yay.
The food was arranged on my plate as though it were paint on a canvas.
The staff brought out this table and food just for us, huh?
I thought if we were going to dine together, it would be better to do it somewhere with a view.
By the way, this is the area that Caroline and Justine wanted to see way back when I couldn't get to that special assignment they were looking for.
The VIP life is incredible!
I shudder to think what Caroline and Justine want to see in this place.
Not that I'd expect anything else from a private rental.
Inmate! What are all these lights and sounds and colors? It's infuriating. I'll hit you with my stick just because I'm pissed off.
There really is no one else here.
We are the rulers of the Kingdom of Dreams.
Is this lighting just for our sake as well?
That's right.
It's beautiful.
It's not as beautiful as you.
Of course, she just puts that on there.
That's the kind of stuff couples say, right?
Almost anyone would fall for that line in front of a site like this.
Nyeh.
Lady On, this view is not as
Come on, you guys are getting way too excited about this stuff.
And you look like a complete moron. Like you usually do.
You say that like you're not tapping into your inner child too, Ryuji.
Who's to say he doesn't tap into his inner child every day? This is Ryuji we're talking about, the stupidest man on Earth.
This is just because Futaba kept nagging me to put him on.
You look stupid without him.
I did not.
You said something like that. What was that?
Shut up. I love that. Just
My,
loud.
This is so heartwarming.
Matt Mercer has got such a good Yusuke voice for this. He's just like...
Honestly, I would have liked to see the parade as well. But given how sudden the request was, they couldn't get enough staff together to do it.
wow.
Perhaps that will have to wait until next time.
Either way, this party's totally the best one so far.
I'm glad to see you're enjoying it.
Be careful, Haru. You've shown these guys what luxury means.
Yes, and it's unfair.
This'll really raise the bar for our next celebration party.
You're already talking about our next party? Don't you think that's somewhat premature?
And that party will be for me. Still, how do I put this? I met Mona-chan. I got to know you all. Isn't everything going a little too perfectly?
Now that you mention it,
It's actually a bit frightening. You worry too much.
I mean, meeting a kitty is probably not that conspicuous, but
I must just be overly cautious because of my circumstances up till recently.
she has a point.
I'm sorry for bringing it up.
No, you have a point.
Hey, isn't it almost time? You know, for the press conference?
That's probably why she brought it up.
Oh, perfect timing.
Father.
Thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules to gather here. Today, I'd like to elaborate upon the whole truth behind my company's labor situation. How my employees were forced to work under severe conditions. How lax we were with sanitation. And how my corporation acted as a whole to cover up every facet of this scandal. For all of this, I wholeheartedly apologize.
So are you saying all of this was done under your orders?
Yes, I am solely responsible.
We heard that dozens of your employees were forced to resign due to mysterious illness. Furthermore, these happened to be officials who stood against your proposal for overseas expansion. The same thing also happened to executives at competing companies who were looking to expand abroad. Is all of this true?
Yes.
Was it all coincidence? We'd like some answers.
About that, I have a critical piece of information to it.
Here it comes. Okumura is going to say who's really behind the mental shutdown.
Fucking drop my controller at the best moment. Gives me a chance to do this, I guess. I guess I should be grateful it happened right as it started. Ugh! Oh!
Okumura-san?
Oh! So that's what mental shutdowns do to people. I don't want it. Go away.
Father?
Fuck.
Why did he collapse? That didn't look right at all. Mona-chan, what's going on?
No, that's impossible. You're right. We followed all the same steps. We made sure we just took the treasure, too.
I should call home. This isn't our fault, is it? It's been okay all 4 times so far, ever since Kamoshida. If we let the shadow live, the real person won't undergo mental shutdown, right?
That's how it should work.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
What's wrong?
This is the same. I remember now. It's just like what happened to my mom.
So this is the moment when mental shutdown occurs.
But why did they target Okumura-san?
Damn it! What the hell's going on here?
I have to go. I'll talk to the staff before I leave. Feel free to take your time.
Haru!
This ain't our fault, right?
I'd like to think so.
Some welcoming party, huh? I'll get in contact with Haru later. But for today, I think we should all return home.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It's been a while. What are you watching?
This is just a hypothesis, but perhaps Okumura was bitten by his lapdog.
Are you implying that the Phantom Thieves triggered a sudden mental shutdown on Okumura?
There might have been a falling out of sorts, so the Phantom Thieves abandoned a useless employer, and to cover their tracks, they dealt with Okumura.
I hate to bring this up, but I'm actually here about that.
Did you find any evidence?
No. Actually, there's a chance that the party behind these aren't the Phantom Thieves, but someone else.
How do you mean? You were suspecting the Phantom Thieves as well.
It is still hypothetical at this point, but I don't want to rule it out.
We're searching the Okumura residence tomorrow. Same with Shujin and its principal. We will find evidence on this, no matter what it takes. By the way, I wanted to ask you something.
Yes?
You haven't looked at my laptop or taken files from it without my permission, have you?
That's quite out of the blue.
There were traces that someone transferred data from it. It was only a small error pop-up, but I noticed it immediately after I had that argument with you last month.
And that's why you suspect me? Oh, please, give me a break.
Are you saying you didn't?
As a detective myself, I honor the value of information, as well as the effort invested in it. I take pride in what I do. I thought you, of all people, would understand such values, Sai-san.
I apologize. But then, who stole my data?
Oh, when you find out, you're so going to kill her. And that's bad for Makoto.
I let my guard down. They're mine. I'm the one who will catch them.
So yes, I'm going to mention this now, because I've been kind of waiting to bring it up. There's a reason they've been putting a lot of focus on Sai, building up to the investigation, and so why her investigation is now. And why it's coming up to 11/19, and what... If you're wondering whose palace is the casino, if you're wondering why all this stuff is connected and why Sai is involved, it's because Sai herself has a palace. Now you know why I like that palace so much. It's not gonna be fun. Because she's gonna kick my ass so badly. I'm not looking forward to it. It's like that time I faced Io in Lacrimosa of Donna. It was like, yep, I knew it was coming. It's gonna suck.
It should have been okay.
Well, it sure wasn't.
Should have been.
Uh,
Damn it, this doesn't make any sense. Why he suffered a mental shutdown is one thing, but what are we supposed to do from here on out?
Ugh. Crap.
Let's do it.
Well, I guess that'll do for my first episode back on camera, and I chose a doozy of a time for it to happen. Hopefully it gets back to the way things were, where it's kind of half and half. And we'll see how this chair setup works with my neck and all that stuff going forward. But for now, shit's getting real fucking fast. And we're going to keep going next time. Thanks for watching.